Good evening again. We're going to be talking about a very important part of our body now. It's our heart. No wonder the proverb says, keep the heart with all diligence, because out of it are the issues of life. So that's two things we're talking about there, the heart and the issues of life. The issues of life, of course, is the blood. And the heart loves it when the blood is nice and thin. And we don't need to thin the blood with rat poison, warfarin. And we don't need to thin the blood with aspirin, because the most recent research out shows that it causes brain bleeds. And what are brain bleeds? There's a big contributing factor to Alzheimer's. No, there are ways to keep the blood thin. So let's begin by looking at blood thinners. And I'll tell you a story to illustrate. I had a man ring me up, and he was 45. He said, Barbara, he said, I'm wondering if you can help me. I'm on warfarin. Because you know warfarin is rat poison, and it causes the rats to bleed to death. But they don't give human beings quite so much to cause them to bleed to death. But watch out if you cut yourself, because it's very hard to stop bleeding. And a doctor will never operate on you while you're on warfarin, because you'll bleed to death on the table. A bit scary, isn't it? He said, I'm on warfarin and it's just knocking me about, something terrible. I said, why have they got you on warfarin? He said, I've got a clot in my leg. I said, what happened? See, you've always got to put the detective hat on. He said, well, I was playing tennis and I moved a certain way and my muscle tore. And he said it was painful for days. I eventually went to the doctor. He did a scan and there was a clot there. And the doctor said, we've just discovered you've got a clotting disease. And he said, well, if I've got a clotting disease, won't clots be everywhere? Well, they did a full scan on and there was only a clot there. You know who I think the clot is. But, you know, there are good plumbers, bad plumbers, good painters, not so good painters. And it's same in every profession. There are some very good doctors, absolutely. So you just got to source out the good ones, like you do with anything you do in your house, and especially in this house. Yes. I said to him, tell me what happened around this, because you don't just twist your leg and your muscle tears and you get a clot. Well, he said, I wasn't drinking any water and I was having 2 quarts of Coca-Cola a day, and I was having 3 coffees a day, and I was working 14-hour days, and I wasn't eating very well, and I was drinking too much alcohol.